Jupiter-3, world's heaviest communication satellite, is now in orbit. SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket has successfully placed the commercial communications satellite in geosynchronous orbit, adding 500 gigabits per second capacity to the network services. SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket has successfully placed in geosynchronous orbit the world's heaviest commercial communications satellite, Jupiter-3, Space News reported. Built by Maxar Technologies, Jupiter-3 weighs 9 metric tons, 9,200 kilograms, and became the payload for Falcon Heavy's 7th flight since its debut in 2018. The rocket, Falcon Heavy, is SpaceX's partially reusable rocket capable of super heavy lifts. According to its webpage, the Falcon Heavy consists of 3 Falcon 9 engine cores. Put together, the 27 Merlin engines on this launch vehicle can generate 5 million pounds of thrust, which is the equivalent of 18 Boeing 747 aircraft. The massive amount of thrust allows 141,000 pounds, 64 metric tons, of payload to be taken to low Earth orbit, LEO. This mission was originally slated for July 26 and appeared to be on track until a last-minute abort call. SpaceX did not reveal the reasons for the abort but scheduled the launch after 2 days. On July 28, the heavy lift rocket took off from the Kennedy Space Center, Florida, at 11:04 p.m. Eastern. The side boosters of the rocket landed at the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station 7 minutes later and can now be reused for other missions. Previously, the side booster served in 2 consecutive launches for the U.S. Space Force in November last year and earlier in January this year. The payload. The 9 metric ton Jupiter-3 was built for U.S. satellite communication company EchoStar, which provides internet services through its subsidiary Hughes Network Systems. The order for the satellite was placed in 2017 with Maxar Technologies, which was then known by its former name Space Systems Laurel. The initial launch was planned for 2021 but was significantly delayed due to the pandemic. In the making of Jupiter-3, Maxar broke its own record for the largest communications satellite it has ever made, moving the 15,600-pound, 7,076 kilogram Telstar 19 off the top spot. Earlier in May, Falcon Heavy was also used to launch Viasat-3 Americas, a 14,000-pound, 6,400 kilogram communication satellite. Jupiter-3 was about the size of a school bus when it was packed inside the Falcon Heavy. Up in space, the solar panels and antenna have now been fully deployed and now have the wingspan of a Boeing 737. Hughes Network Systems has confirmed that the satellite has started sending and receiving signals post-deployment, and it will now help in strengthening the capacity of the Jupiter fleet. After reaching its 95 degrees west orbital slot, Jupiter-3 will add 500 gigabits per second capacity to the network services. Over the past year, the company has seen a 15% increase in bandwidth usage amongst its customers and has been losing customers due to capacity constraints. Amongst its competitors is also Starlink, SpaceX's own satellite-based internet service. EchoStar is looking to dedicate a large chunk of Jupiter-3's capacity over the U.S. territory, where other satellite-based internet services are also expected to launch services soon. The race for faster and better internet connection has just begun. Thanks for watching.